Episode 3. We are back again with episode 3. This is Digital Customer Experience video series between me and Akshay, where we talk about fun stuff. My name is Vaishali Dialani, and I work as a senior customer experience strategist for Corner Boss. My focus is to design experiences and integrate emotions in the world of technology. And we are here to talk about something super interesting. I dived into this world about 2.5 years ago, and it is ta-na-na, Sitecore. Something I learned about. I came from a whole different world and a perspective. And what's amazing to understand Sitecore is it's a one-stop shop for all your marketers' needs. To be able to understand, it's a tool where you can really learn about your customers, to be able to voice your customers and service them in the best possible way to offer them the best customer experience. But I'm curious, Akshay, as a business owner, how do you think it impacts a business?
Yeah, Sitecore is one of those tools, right? It's your DXP, digital experience platform. And from a customer's perspective, I think the way we need to think of it is it lets you voice your brand. It lets you drive your business growth. Lets you create the brand perception and have your customers serviced for what they're coming to you for. If they're coming to you for a service or a product or informational, you do it right, you analyze it, you have your analytics, and then you act on it to make sure that you continue to improve the experience of the customer. I think that's what its strength is. Now, Sitecore is pretty broad, as you know, like you could do
Yeah.
so many things or so little things as you want. But from a marketer's perspective, like what are some of the things that are highlighted for you for Sitecore?
Freedom! I think absolutely the autonomy to be evolved with users' needs and meet users' needs is very, very important as a marketer. I think the flexibility and ability that provides me gives me a lot of greater freedom. I think that's an asset. Today's tools in the world of, headless, we're able to actually do that. And I love that about modular content that we can do with Sitecore. Second one is the access and speed to delivery and market. um, Today's consumers and customers, I think, are ever evolving, and the fact that there's one competitor doing something else and the next one trying to compete, this constant like speed of delivery, you can actually deliver and meet users needs. And the third piece I would say is across different channels, because today you can reach customers across online and offline platforms, and you have that flexibility with Sitecore. What about you? From a technical perspective, do you think it's really useful? Or what would you suggest developers do? Or how do they kind of learn about all of this? Or solution architects as well?
Yeah, so I think Sitecore has so many tools now. It's kind of evolved from having everything in one to having multiple choices. So it truly depends on how the customer enters the Sitecore ecospace, I guess. So if they just come in just with search or just with personalize and they start off and then they grow, or they come in the traditional way, which is they look at it as an entire DXP suite that they have at this moment and get into XM Cloud or XM. I think the biggest piece is how it's implemented, right? I think
Mm.
site horsepower is diminished quite a bit if it's not implemented the right way. So finding the right implementation partner is extremely crucial. But once it's implemented properly, I think it's limitless in terms of what you can do. It's just your commitment to it. So for sure, I think it's a really good platform. It's just how it's implemented. But um, I've been doing Sitecore since 2007, so I don't need to be convinced about that. But what do you think a key takeaway about this is?
I think implementation, like you mentioned, but I would definitely add one other point, which is having the right strategy partners as well. Because there are people who can do today, the scope and the world of developers and Sitecore is massive. Everyone knows how to use the tool very accessibly. But Sitecore, in the space of strategy and understanding how it's developed the right way and what are users' requirements to configure accordingly, is a huge piece. So, like you mentioned, to be able to leverage every aspect of not just the tool and how it works, but also how should you deliver maximum and optimize the tool for customers is extremely crucial. And the buy-in from top to bottom, I think that's important. Whether it's, we'll dive into it in the later episodes, but whether it's the licensing, the resources, and all of that fun stuff. So I can't wait to share with you all in the next episodes. Until then, see you guys later.